I'm Morgan, and today I'm very excited to show you these shorts. Ta-da! I essentially DIY slash upcycled these. These were originally part of a romper. I believe it was from the 80s because it had shoulder pads in it. And I got it at a thrift store, I believe when I was a teenager, because I remember wearing it to like theater rehearsals. And back then I wore a lot of black because I remember being required to wear like black for tech weeks and stuff. So I wore a lot of black. But I find myself just never wearing it anymore because I don't like the whole having to zip and unzip the garment and take it on and off every time I have to use the bathroom. So like I just don't find rompers to be practical for everyday life. But I loved the billowiness of the shorts part of them, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and try and like upcycle these into something that'll be more wearable for me in my everyday life. So yeah, I turned them into shorts. I essentially just cut off the bottom part of the garment below the waistband, and the waist elastic that was originally there was like really stretched out or like worn out to the point where it was like no longer stretching and retracting properly. So that was like not something that I would try and salvage. So I ended up using bias tape to kind of create like a new elastic casing. And I don't think I would choose this color again if I were to like remake a similar project. I used like white linen bias tape because that's what I already had because I made a bunch of it up for like a different project, and it definitely shows a little bit on the outside because of how scrunched up this is. Essentially I have a lot more like fabric compared to elastic because the fabric itself is very billowy and big on me, and the elastic I want to fit my waist, so it creates kind of like this ruffle effect. And because of the ruffle effect, the bias tape kind of shows a little bit on the outside, and so I don't really like my choice to use white there because it definitely is something that I'm noticing kind of shows, but it was just based on what I had readily available, and the elastic width is also one that I just chose based on what I had a lot of already. I do find it to be kind of comfortable so far. Like I love how billowy these are, and I feel like I made the elastic tight enough that the garment actually does like stay on properly. I'm not afraid of it like falling off if I'm like moving around and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, so I like these. I find the billowiness to be comfortable. It has pockets. They're actually quite deep. I find that I prefer bags over pockets because like I'm always concerned like what if I forget something and then it goes through the washing machine. So I don't find myself really using pockets a lot, but I do like how this has deep pockets, and I like the color because I love black a lot. I wear a lot of black. And I'm also thinking like maybe I should have made this project earlier in the year because right now we're drawing towards kind of like fall time in the Northern Hemisphere, and so I'm not sure if I'll get a lot of use out of these in the coming months as we're heading towards the cooler time of life. But I think this is cute. Like I think this is something that's actually quite wearable. I decided to pair the shorts with this like white tank toppy type. I don't know, it's like a crop top, I guess. And it's got some like little eyelet lace type fabric, and I think it's cute. This is probably how I would wear these shorts. I'm aware of the fact that it's like, because the waistband is so bulky, I don't think these would really look good underneath of things. So I feel like I definitely would pair them with like a crop top or something, so that way I'm not like adding a bunch of bulk at my waist. Also maybe a shirt that could be like tucked into the pants. I don't know how I like this. Yeah, I'd probably just wear it with like a crop top. But yeah, this is the completed project. I'm actually quite proud of how this turned out, considering that it was very much so a DIY. I guess a couple things I would do differently if I were to do this again are I would choose a matching colored bias tape, and then there are also some places where it's like, okay, I did not do a good job of reducing the bulk of the seams, and so it was a little hard to get like my top stitching to look nice. So yeah, Thank you so much for checking out this project, and I hope it inspires you to like tackle projects that you've been wanting to try. Have a great day!